So the leaks for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex chapter 12 have just been released. And this chapter is absolutely crazy because the type of information that we seem to be getting in this chapter is going to be crucial for the chapters to come and the story as it progresses, as we keep on learning more and more about the Shinshu. So let's just dive on deep into the leaks, but we don't have too many translations because these are just the raw scans, so I'll just be giving you guys my interpretation of everything we see based off the information we receive from the scans. And the cover of this chapter is Sumire, and the title is Torn Soul or Torn Ball. I don't know which of the two translations they're going to pick, so we'll see when it officially releases. But we have a Boruto who arrives to the battlefield. Sarada, Sumire, Konohamaru, and Hidari are all there. And we have a Boruto who comes and asks Konohamaru to take care of Himawari. Boruto then reacts to Hidari's move, who turns his arm into some sort of a sword / a slice to attack Boruto. Then we have a Boruto, as we saw in that sneak peek panel, a Boruto who reacts to that move and using one of his hands ends up using wind style wind breakthrough to push Hidari away. Hidari goes back into the claw marks as we see him do all of the time. And then we have a Kawaki who is seen floating in the air. He is commenting on how Boruto left the location after taking Himawari using some sort of space-time ninjutsu. We know that to be the Flying Raijin. Jura is just there chilling, watching everything that is happening. He doesn't even look at Kawaki and Delta because they are so weak in comparison to himself. So he has no care about whatever is happening. So Kawaki ends up confirming with the sensory force that yes indeed Boruto has went back to where Hidari, Konohamaru, and the rest of them are. We go back to where Boruto, Konohamaru, Sarada, Himawari, all of these people are, and we have a quick conversation between Konohamaru, the people who are affected by omnipotence, and Boruto, with Sarada, who is trying to plead to everybody that yes, Boruto only came here to help, and without Boruto's help, they would probably all be done for. And that's exactly the truth. And Konohamaru then starts to warn Boruto that the enemy can use the claw marks and be able to move freely between them. Boruto, it seems like, has a conversation with the elite sensory force to focus on the claw marks to make sure that if somebody is going there, they're going to be alerted. And it clearly seems like they don't even want to follow Boruto's orders because we know that he is a traitor. But right after that happens, we have the clawgrams who start to pop up from the claw marks. There are multiple different clawgrams and Boruto starts attacking. Boruto makes one jump and he is able to slice not just one but 3 of the clawgrams who are making his way. Boruto is truly that guy. And then we have a Sarada who then proceeds to kick one of the clawgrams, and through some epic paneling we have a Hidari who ends up grabbing that hit and coming out of the clawgrams to start devouring Sarada Uchiha. I really like the design of this panel and the way it flows, but we then have a Boruto who comes and uses a Rasengan on Hidari. I don't know if this is a different sort of Rasengan because we seem to have some sort of a text, but I'll assume that it is a normal Rasengan as it is not different to anything that we have seen before. Hidari does end up going back to the 10 Tails dimension and he seems to be getting healed from the Divine Tree, which is quite interesting. I really don't know what this is. Is this a Divine Tree? What exactly do you guys think this is behind Hidari? Is it just the remnant of the 10 Tails? I don't have any idea, but to me at least it looks like it is a Divine Tree that seems to be helping Hidari heal. And that explains why Hidari keeps on going back to the claw marks every time he endures some sort of an attack. He is going back to heal. Then Hidari comes back and places multiple different claw marks all around Boruto and Sarada. Boruto then activates Rasengan Uzuhiko and he is waiting for Hidari to make some sort of a move so that he can finish him off. We have a Konohamaru who yet again is the one who reacts to Hidari and ends up using that wind cipher wall to protect Boruto from Hidari's move. Sarada does something quite similar. She doesn't end up reacting just in time, But after being hit by Hidari's move, we have a Sarada who uses Chidori Current to end up pushing Hidari away. And now that she has comprehended what exactly Hidari is doing, using the claw marks to appear behind people and ambushing them, now we have a Sarada who has used her IQ, used her battle IQ to come up with ways to prevent that from happening. This means that Sarada has mastered Chidori Current. I don't know who taught it to her, but I really like the inclusion of this that we see right now. And then in the epic duo format, we have a Sarada who still has Hidari all around her, but she ends up throwing Hidari towards Boruto, who has the Rasengan Uzuhiko. And then we have a Boruto who hits Hidari with the Rasengan Uzuhiko while he is still in the air. And this Rasengan Uzuhiko that we see from Boruto is one that we have never seen before. The amount of strength, the amount of wind that is simply around Hidari is absolutely crazy. We see his eyes as he is slowly getting disintegrated. And from what I have heard some people saying, Boruto is saying that the Uzuhiko has an unlimited amount of power. And we clearly understand that because the planet will continue to rotate for thousands and thousands of years. But it's going to be quite interesting to find out maybe if we get some power scaling information for Boruto when we get some of the translations and when they are finally revealed. Hidari then attempts to fall back on one of the claw grounds as we have only half of his body that is alive, but out of nowhere it shrinks, and that only means that Kawaki has appeared. Kawaki's first cool moment in the series as he comes to rob Boruto's kill. This is Boruto's kill, this is not yours, Kawaki. However, he does look kind of cold, I can't even front. I don't know what ability he uses. Maybe we'll get a new ability named here, but I don't know what it is, but he uses that ability to completely disintegrate Hidari, and the only thing that remains is this torn soul or torn ball that the title of the chapter is referring to. And this is quite interesting because is this a chakra fruit? I really have no idea, to be completely honest, and I don't know if this is just the remnants to maybe heal Sasuke in some sort of way, or somebody can eat this and gain power. I really have no idea, and I'm really counting on the translations to tell us something about this. And I really hope too that we have something from Boruto explaining what this is, because it seems like Boruto is the one who knows exactly what this is. As he grabs it, this seems like something he has been waiting for, and he has some conversations with Kashin Koji, and I don't know what exactly they are talking about, but it is quite interesting to see that it seems like Kashin Koji and Boruto have some sort of a plan and know exactly what this torn soul or torn ball truly symbolizes and represents for their mission. Kawaki and Boruto have some sort of a conversation. I don't know exactly what they're talking about, but in an almost DBZ-like moment where we have a Boruto who is sniped by Jiraiya and Boruto falls to the ground. This is the first time that we see a Boruto who is on the floor, as he is definitely caught off guard. He just definitely beat Hidari. He's thinking everything is fine. Jiraiya is nowhere to be sensed, or at least nowhere near him, but somehow and some way he has been sniped, and it seems like it hit his heart. I don't know if this is the heart area, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, I think the heart is on the left side, so this seems like the right side of Boruto, so maybe it didn't hit his heart, but we have a Boruto who is bleeding on the ground and a Kawaki who is looking. This is not a good sign. The only one who could potentially take care of Jiraiya, he is the one on the ground at the current moment. So I literally have no idea how they're going to be able to do this. We then end up seeing that yes, this is Jiraiya who did this. So Jiraiya has some sort of sniping abilities. I've never seen this before, and I really like the grandiose panels that we have right here showing off the landscape, which means that they're really far away from the village that you look right here. So for him to be able to hit Boruto from that far away, it is quite interesting, and he charges up that attack yet again, and then we have a Jiraiya who ends up sniping Sarada's hand, and it seems like they were looking to grab that torn ball, that torn soul, and out of nowhere, through some sort of gravitational power or gravitational energy, we have a Jiraiya who obtains that ball, and the ball or chakra fruit, whatever you want to call it, ends up flying back to Jiraiya. And in an epic panel, we have a Jiraiya who has that ball of energy. I really don't know what this is saying, but from the translations that I have heard, he grabs it and notices that Boruto knew about the torn ball. I don't know exactly what they're going to end up calling it in the translations that do end up being released. However, Boruto does have some information about that, and he comments that Boruto has become more dangerous than he expected, and he has decided that he will kill Boruto by making Kawaki his prey, or by devouring Kawaki. Yeah, this is absolutely crazy, man. This chapter scares me. I don't know why. I really don't know what's going to happen next, but this chapter scares me. I don't know if I'm the only one who's kind of scared. As I was checking the leaks, as I was looking at Jiraiya, yeah, I don't think Jiraiya's the guy to play with. Jiraiya literally sniped Boruto. It means, I don't know, man, it means that Jiraiya at least has abilities to be able to take down Boruto. Hidari got jumped to completion. We got some cool moments between Sarada. And low-key, Konohama went crazy this chapter. But I'm low-key scared, to be 100% honest. I really don't know what's going to happen. I really want something cool to be around these horn balls. Maybe have some sort of chakra fruit powers or DNA or Otsutsuki DNA, so that the person who eats this will then be able to become a Otsutsuki, or it's like eating a chakra fruit. Maybe it's like eating 1/4 of a chakra fruit because you would have to eat the rest of the Shinshu. But Boruto has some information that makes him more dangerous, and Jiraiya plans on killing Boruto by making Kawaki his prey. So does this mean that Jiraiya believes that he needs a power boost by eating Kawaki to be then able to kill Boruto? I really don't know, and this is where the chapter ends off. And yeah, this chapter already looks like a banger. I really enjoyed the chapter. As we can see, the cover was cool, nothing too special for me. You know, I'm not really into those type of stuff. But when the full translations do come out and it is officially released, you guys will be getting the chapter review. But for the moment, it's been your boy, Dynasty in the building, and I'm out, bruh.